Hello! Today is a cleaning vlog. I have kind of switched gears from reorganizing to cleaning, and I just saw we have a blooming bird of paradise outside. That's really exciting. But I wanted to kind of go through some of the materials that I use to clean our house. This cleaning vlog is not going to be like the things that I do every week. I try to do like a deeper clean of the house once a week. We will do some of these things throughout the week. We don't do all of these things every week. Some of these things are like monthly items or quarterly items, but it's the first, month of the year, and we're trying to get reset after having all of our Christmas stuff out. I finally packed up the last box of Christmas decorations just this morning. We wait until after Epiphany to put everything away. I finally have everything put away. I'm going to do like sort of a very deep clean of our house. There are some things that need to be done that I like to do about every quarter, and these things haven't been done since last spring. So it's really time for some of these things to get done, but I want to kind of start with what I use to clean, because I do use some different things in different areas of the house, and I will explain that, and then I will start cleaning. These are our cleaning chemicals, most of them. That we'd use some different things on the toilets, but for the most part, this is what we use. I use this in our litter boxes. So once a week, I try to bleach out the litter boxes, but if you're not aware, like chlorine bleach plus the ammonia in cat urine actually creates a noxious gas. So we use this instead because there is no noxious gas created when you use this. I still do it outside just in case, but this actually does a really good job on the litter boxes. Clorox cleanup we use all the time. We actually couldn't find it for a while, and we found an alternative way of making your own. It involves laundry detergent and chlorine and water. And so that was really easy to make, but since then we have been able to find it in stores. This is something we use all the time. We are a Clorox family. I believe in the power of bleach. And then Windex for windows and all kinds of other things. And then I do use Dawn dish soap on the kitchen counters because sometimes they just get kind of greasy. So I will cut through the grease with this. I will just like wash them off sort of like I'm washing dishes, wipe it down, and then I will go in with bleach after I use the Dawn. This is something I don't use every time, but I have a special task today that is definitely going to need at least one of these, probably both, and I might even need more, but I only have the two, so we'll see if we can make do with that. And then I have paper towels and cleaning rags. Now, this green one is actually microfiber. These were all actually freebies from medieval times. They used to do rally towels. They don't do them anymore, but you can tell they have been greatly, dearly loved by some bleach activities. This is great for windows and for mirrors. It is also really great for doing like baseboards, which is actually an activity that I'm going to be doing today. I will use cleaning rags most of the time on tables, and I will use them on the backs of chairs and door handles and countertops. I'll use this on mirrors and windows. Paper towels to me are reserved for toilets. I try to use reusable things when I can. I'll get to these in a second. Those are also reusable. But for me, reusing a rag that has been used to clean a toilet just feels really intrinsically wrong. So I use paper towels on the things that I just think are totally, utterly disgusting, like the inside of a trash can and a litter box and a toilet. So that's what those are used for. So I try not to use them for everything all the time, but they definitely get use in this house because I just think it would be totally disgusting to use a rag on a toilet, run it through the washing machine, maybe not on a sanitary cycle. Even on the sanitary cycle, I just think that's gross. These came with our Star Fiber mop. So if you have a Swiffer, it's the same idea except it's reusable. So this is actually the pad that goes on the mop, and I'll show you how this works. You flop it down like that, and then you grab your Star Fiber mop, and this has Velcro on the bottom, and you just kind of stamp it down. It's hard to do with my left hand. And then you can sweep with this, and when you're done with it, you can actually just throw that pad in the washing machine, which is really, really nice. Please excuse my ugly toes. But these are sort of like mittens or gloves or something, and these are great for dusting. These are going to get some use today. I actually discovered today we have 2 of these. I thought we only had 1, but we have 2, which is great because they just get gross and really dirty, but they pick up everything because these are like microfiber little fingers, and so they get into every little nook and cranny, and they pick up all kinds of dust and yucky stuff in your house, and I love them. I love them for vents. I love them for dusting like electronic devices because they get into all the little places. These are perfect. And then this is the pad for our steam mop. So again, if you have a Swiffer, it's the same kind of idea. So this is our Shark Genius Intelligent Steam Mop. I love this guy. He's fantastic. We used to have, I think it was a Hoover, and I liked him, but he wasn't my favorite. So I'm picking this guy up with my left hand. There's a ledge back here. You kind of pick him up from here, and then you push this down, and that flops out, and then he slides right into his little pockets, and then you set him down, and then you can mop like that. Now, I will use it like halfway through the house, and then I will take the mop head off and flip it over so that the dirty part is on the top. So I kind of get 2 really good uses out of this guy every time I use him. And then this is our vacuum. We have been a rainbow family forever. I don't remember the last time we didn't have a vacuum that wasn't a rainbow. I think I had a Dirt Devil when I was in college in my own apartment. But this is our rainbow. This is our second rainbow of my entire life. And we got him when I was in high school. And before that, we had a different rainbow that was like the older version. So this is the newer guy as of about 10 years ago. So he's a workhorse. We love him. He's great. Right now, this attachment, this guy, shaped sort of kind of like a gun or something. He will plug into this. This guy plugs in back here. And then we can use the floor thing. There's also an attachment for carpet cleaning and another attachment for stairs. So this guy gets a ton of use. He has a HEPA filter. These rainbow vacuums are really expensive, but like I said, this is our second rainbow of my entire life, and he's lasted us 10 years already, and we just had him maintained. He's clean inside, he's wonderful, and there's like a water tank in there. You can kind of see the shiny part. That's a water tank, so it collects the stuff. It doesn't shoot dust back out into your house. It does a really good job. It's a great sucker. So we love our rainbow vacuum. But I am going to do all kinds of cleaning tasks today using all of these things, and I'm going to have so much help. Hey, look, you're moving. But anyway, I'm going to deep clean the house today using all of these things, and I will bring you guys along with me. I apologize for the terrible sounds. We are doing laundry and washing our rugs. Usually we have like a couple of hallway runners in this hallway, and there's usually one up there by the front door and one in here, but right now they're in the laundry room because we are going to wash them, or I am washing some of them. I have Ambient World's Middle Earth ambiance music on right now, so I'm going to start where I always start when I'm cleaning the house, and the first task is unloading the dishwasher. I try to do things logically. I feel like I start here, I unload the dishwasher, I load the dishwasher, and then I start cleaning the kitchen countertops. That just feels right to me. And today I will do a couple of things before I actually get to the countertops, and that will include the kitchen cabinets. I will be wiping them down. So first I'm gonna start with the dishes, unloading, and then loading the dishwasher. All right, I've got the sink emptied out and cleaned. I've got the dishes unloaded and then the dishwasher reloaded, and I was about to start on another task when I remembered I want to clean out the filter in my dishwasher. If you have never done this, you really should. This thing kind of, oh gosh, it pops out and you rinse this, and this part also comes out here, so we'll do that too. Well, the good news is that this screen part was really not all that dirty. It just needed a little rinse. this was really gross. On camera, I'm not sure if you can tell. This is actually like a really, really fine mesh, like sieve. And it collects all the stuff. So you wanna be sure to clean this out. If you don't, be prepared. If you've never cleaned it out, it's probably gonna be really gross when you do it. So just try to keep up with this because it's really important to clean out your dishwasher filter just to keep your dishwasher clean. Otherwise, are you really getting clean dishes? So that's important. Let's put it back together. All right, the dishes are done. I have my list right here, but I think what I'm gonna do right now is clean the coffee maker. So there are two sides to this coffee maker. This is the Keurig side, this is like the coffee pot side. I'm gonna clean this one first because it's faster, and all you have to do, I've shown this in a different vlog, is you push, I think you push and hold those two buttons, and it runs a cleaning cycle. So we'll just let that run till it's clean, and then we'll clean the other side. But until then, I'm going to start on another task, which is, okay, two of them. I wanna wipe out the microwave, and then I wanna wipe down all of the cabinets and the drawers, just because they don't get cleaned as often as they should, and they just need to be sanitized. So I'm going to get some soapy water put together, and then I'm gonna wash them down. Well, I just mixed some hot water with a little bit of Dawn dish soap and some of this Murphy wood oil soap. This stuff pours like Nana's tonic in Peter Pan, if you know what I'm talking about. It's like really thick stuff, and it did not want to come out of here, and I got a little bit frustrated, but that's okay because I do know that it works. So I'm gonna mix this up, and I'll use a rag to wipe down all of the cabinets in the kitchen. All right, cabinets are clean. They look so pretty. I didn't realize how gross they looked until I got up close and personal with them and started rubbing them down, and then they started looking like this. Wow, so pretty. So next task is to clean the inside of the microwave. I try to do this frequently so it doesn't build up in there and get so gross. It actually isn't so bad right now. It's kind of gross, but it's not, you know, totally completely unbearable. So this is next. All right, the inside of the microwave is clean. I wiped down the outside too, and just a couple days ago I actually cleaned these little vent dudes, so not worried about cleaning them because that was just done very recently. So next I'm gonna clean the oven and the kitchen counters and get all of that done. This doesn't go there, it goes up here. But first I should probably address the issue of the coffee pot. The Keurig side is clean. Now I'm gonna do the other side. To clean the coffee maker, I usually use white vinegar. This is kind of why I don't like to cook with vinegar, because I think it reminds me of cleaning solution. And so when it's in my food, it just makes me feel like I'm drinking or eating something that I use to clean my house. So I'll probably put it up to the 4 mark on this, and then fill it the rest of the way up to the top with water, and then run a cycle, and then I will run 2 more cycles of just water after the cycle with vinegar, just to get it all gone through there. But I will dilute some vinegar in here because I don't think it needs to be straight vinegar, and I feel like it works better if you dilute it with some water and run it, you know, on a longer cycle. So, and while that gets busy brewing, I will give it a quick wipe down for the exterior, and then I will get started on the kitchen counters. All right. Coffee maker is clean, the kitchen counters are clean. Now I'm gonna move on and wipe down this table, and while I'm over here in this area of the house, I'm going to Windex and maybe probably Rain-X our sliding glass door. This piece of paper is our NFL playoff bracket. I print this off every year and fill it out because right now we're right there. I'm so proud of our guys. I hope it's a good game on Sunday. They play Sunday. But anyway, these windows get so disgusting. I'm not sure if it's gonna pick up on camera. Yes, it is. Our dogs like to smear their dirty, yucky noses all over the windows, and that happens at the front door too. But right now, I'm gonna work on these and this table. So kind of working in general areas of the house as I move along. The table and the doors are clean. They're not perfect, but I am so much happier with them. I'm gonna put our bracket back up because we should totally keep this, and it'll just stick right up. on to the next task. The next task is the living room. It's actually not all that messy. I'm not going to touch these. These are mom's papers, but I am going to tackle the dusting of everything on this thing. Now, I know a lot of people dust every week. We don't, just because, you know, there's really no need to, but I do this once a month as, you know, regularly as possible. So today I'm going to tackle this with my little mitten things that I showed you earlier. So I'm just going to dust everything and then the shelves and then put everything back. The next thing to tackle is this table, which I've actually set up to become my desk. So I've got all of my school stuff, the keto stuff. Usually that file system is over here, but I've kind of been shifting things around, getting ready to clean. So I want to wipe down the table, and then up here I want to dust the blinds and then use the magic eraser on the windowsills because they are just gross. And also while I'm up here, I'm gonna Windex these windows. That was a really good stretch. My goodness. You are so pretty. All right, those windows are clean, and this room is clean. Well, the table's clean, the floor is not clean, and I've had so much help from that monkey right over there. But it is getting dark. It's actually 4:30 p.m. and I am just blowing through my list, but I have a few more things to do. I still need to do the floor, but there's one more thing I want to do, well, a couple more things I want to do that are not every week kind of things, and I kind of touched on this earlier. The baseboards, that is a spot where the dogs like to lay, and so they just kind of get gross, and there's another spot over there that just looks disgusting, so I need to hit that with one of the magic erasers, and I will probably just run the Swiffer all over the rest of them where they're not so grimy and they're just kind of dusty. And then I want to dust all of the air vents. That one up there gets really, really dusty. That's the air intake for the AC, and so I like to dust that really frequently, actually, because we have to change the filter less often when I am on top of keeping that one clean. So, and air vents like that up there on the ceiling I try to keep clean, so yeah, I'm gonna try to hit those. The baseboards are done. Look how pretty that looks. And I even wiped down like this door and the pantry doors. So I did more than just the baseboards with that magic eraser. One of these. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna bleach this and go around and wipe down all of the doorknobs, door handles, and light switches. And then I'm going to sweep, because that's my list. Okay, so I have the floors left, so I want to sweep. The way that I do these floors, because they are tile, is that I sweep first, which gets most of the dog hair up, and I kind of did a rough sweep earlier this morning just because there were big wads of hair everywhere, which is gross. But I sweep first, and then since we have tile, I like to use the vacuum on the hard floor because we have sand in our backyard, and we have a lot of sand holding the papers together on our patio. So we like to, or I like to vacuum because it gets all the sand that gets in the grout out of there. And then I finally end with steam mopping. So I'm gonna sweep first, and usually I will put the chairs up on the tables so that I have a clear floor. I've got all the rugs up. These are clean and they're just waiting for a clean floor to go down. We've got more rugs in the dryer, the last set of rugs in the washer, and then as I've been using rags and getting them dirty, I put them there. We don't have a bin for them. They just go on the floor because I can't stand it when they're on the floor. So as soon as the rugs come out of the washer and go into the dryer, all of the rugs and then the things that I will use to clean the floor, like this, will go in that load of laundry. So that will be clean, and I always run that on a sanitary cycle. And then all of these chairs will also go up on the kitchen counter and the table. The dog cot will disappear, but I like to have a clear space when I'm cleaning the floor just because I can get more of the floor clean that way. And I always clean top to bottom. So you'll notice I started cleaning here in the kitchen on the counters, and then I kind of cleaned my way down. Now I started with the dishes and then I did the cabinets. I'm still shocked how pretty they are. They are so pretty, so clean, so lustrous. So I start at the top, work my way down. So I always end with the floors just because that feels right to me, because if I'm walking all over my clean floors, sloshing water around to wash some cabinets, that just doesn't feel right to me. So I'm going to move these guys somewhere else, probably back into their little closet, and then sweep. And then I'll dig this guy back out and vacuum the floor, and then I will end with mopping. It's getting dark outside. I don't know how much more of this you guys are gonna see. So this might be the last update for a little while, and then I will pick you guys back up when I'm finished. So you'll see me in just a second. The house is clean, my feet hurt, I'm exhausted. I actually put on my Crocs when I was mopping and, well, when I was vacuuming and mopping, and they saved my feet. I don't know why I wasn't wearing them all day. I should have been, but I wasn't because I am a fool. But the house is clean. The last load of rugs is in the dryer, and then the cleaning rags and dog beds, because I do wash them every week at least, but I made our dog beds. So they're like a denim sleeve that goes around a great big pillow that I made, and so they're really easy to wash, and I wash them every week because our dogs stink. I don't know what it is that they roll in. It doesn't really matter what. They stink. They smell bad. Their beds smell bad, so I wash their beds every week, or the bed covers. And so they're in the washing machine on a sanitary cycle, so they're gonna be clean. But this feels really good. I know that I didn't show you everything. I didn't show you me actually cleaning, mostly because when I'm cleaning, I make really horrible faces and I look really mad, and that's okay, but I just got it done, so I'm sorry I didn't show you that. I am going to link in the description box to our steam mop and to the Starfiber sweeper. You can also use the Starfiber thing as a mop. You can get the pads wet. I like to soak them in really hot water, and I will periodically, as I'm mopping the floor, I will take it off and go like add more water to it and rinse off the gunk that's coming off the floor. You can totally do that with those Starfiber mop things. We actually found ours the very first time at the state fair, of all places, and they were doing one of those demonstrations, and you're like, oh, this is, you know, kind of not really, that can't be true. It was. We bought one, and we actually had it for so long. We had it for 10 years, 15 years, we had it forever, and then the little plastic piece that held the handle to the broom piece broke. So I recently ordered a new one, so I just used our new one today. I mean, I think I got it a couple weeks ago, but it lasted forever, and we still have the original heads, so now we have so many more of these removable like pieces that we could put on the bottom, so we could mop, you know, all the houses on the street if we really wanted to. But I really love that Starfiber mop. I will link to that in the description box as well. And I think that's gonna be it for this cleaning vlog. This is not everything that I do every week. Some of these things I do every week. Some of these things I do multiple times a week. Some of these things I do once a month or once a quarter. So, you know, I just wanted to hold myself accountable to try to get the house clean and try to get some of these things, that the big jobs, they need to be done, like the baseboards and wiping down the doors. Those were gross and really desperately needed to be done. I'm so glad I did it. So I am going to let you guys go. You guys will see me in the next vlog really soon.